When recovering from a skid, a driver should A. Accelerate and steer in the opposite direction of the skid. B. Brake and countersteer. C. Steer in the direction the driver wants the front of the vehicle to go. D. Brake and hold firmly on the steering wheel. The correct answer is C. Steer in the direction the driver wants the front of the vehicle to go. A slow-moving vehicle sign must be displayed on the rear of any vehicle that normally travels at speeds less than A. 50 km per hour. B. 40 km per hour. C. 70 km per hour. D. 60 km per hour. The correct answer is B. 40 km per hour. A driver attempting to turn left at a steady green traffic light. A. Has the right of way over oncoming traffic. B. Must stop before the pedestrian crosswalk line, then proceed. C. Has the right of way over pedestrians. D. Must not cross the path of an approaching vehicle unless it is safe. The correct answer is D. Must not cross the path of an approaching vehicle unless it is safe. A weave zone is best described as A. A place on a highway where the entrance and exit lanes are close together, and vehicles that are slowing to exit the highway must drive between vehicles that are accelerating to enter the highway. B. An area on the highway that is used for emergency parking. C. A place where the highway has a series of curves that require the driver to slow down. D. A limited access area on a highway where a driver can legally back their vehicle when they miss their exit. The correct answer is A. A place on a highway where the entrance and exit lanes are close together, and vehicles that are slowing to exit the highway must drive between vehicles that are accelerating to enter the highway. A road test will be refused by a driver examiner if A. The vehicle has a seating capacity greater than 7. B. The vehicle is registered as a farm vehicle. C. The vehicle is a rental vehicle. D. The vehicle is not mechanically safe. The correct answer is D. The vehicle is not mechanically safe. Is a driver allowed to exceed the speed limit when passing another vehicle? A. Only when passing more than one vehicle at a time. B. Yes, but not more than 10 km per hour over the speed limit. C. Yes, on primary highways only. D. No, it is never permitted. The correct answer is D. No, it is never permitted. This sign indicates A. Children playing in residential area. B. Pedestrian crosswalk ahead. C. School area. D. Playground zone. The correct answer is C. School area. The speed limit in a construction zone must be obeyed. A. Only during daylight hours. B. Only when a flag person is posted nearby. C. At all times. D. Only when construction workers are present. The correct answer is C. At all times. In a vehicle that does not have anti-lock brakes, threshold braking refers to A. Applying an even braking force to the point just before the wheels lock, and easing off slightly if the wheels lock. B. Pumping the brake pedal repeatedly until the vehicle comes to a stop. C. Releasing pressure on the brake pedal, then reapplying pressure until the wheels lock. D. Applying enough force to the brake pedal to lock the wheels and keep them locked. The correct answer is A. Applying an even braking force to the point just before the wheels lock, and easing off slightly if the wheels lock. When a driver's vehicle is approached by an emergency vehicle sounding a siren from any direction on a two-way road, the driver must A. Continue at a reduced speed and allow sufficient space for the emergency vehicle to pass. B. Turn on their four-way hazard lights. C. Stop only when the emergency vehicle has difficulty in passing. D. Drive as close as possible to the right curb or edge of the road and stop. The correct answer is D. Drive as close as possible to the right curb or edge of the road and stop. The recommended braking procedure to bring a vehicle to a normal, smooth stop is: A. Continually increase brake pressure until the wheels lock. B. Shift the vehicle into neutral and apply steady pressure to the brake pedal until the vehicle comes to a stop. C. Pump the brake pedal smoothly until the vehicle stops. D. Apply brake pressure, ease off slightly just before the vehicle stops, then reapply sufficient pressure to stop. The correct answer is D. Apply brake pressure, ease off slightly just before the vehicle stops, then reapply sufficient pressure to stop. In Alberta, the law requires that seat belts must be worn: A. Only while carrying passengers. B. Properly at all times. C. Only when driving at highway speeds. D. Only when driving in the city. The correct answer is B. Properly at all times. This sign indicates: A. Heavy trucks only. B. Do not pass. C. No vehicles allowed. D. Do not enter. The correct answer is B. Do not pass. A driver entering a traffic circle: A. Must yield to traffic on the right. B. Must yield to vehicles in the traffic circle. C. Has the right of way. D. Must use the courtesy rule and yield to the vehicle that arrived first. The correct answer is B. Must yield to vehicles in the traffic circle. A deceleration lane is: A. A lane where vehicles reduce speed when exiting a highway. B. The right lane of a four-lane highway for use by slower-moving vehicles. C. The lane immediately to the right of a solid yellow line on a highway. D. A lane on hills for use by slower-moving vehicles. The correct answer is A. A lane where vehicles reduce speed when exiting a highway. When turning left from a two-way road onto a one-way road, what lane should the vehicle enter? A. The lane immediately to the right of center. B. The lane nearest the curb on the left side of the one-way road. C. The center lane of the one-way road. D. The right lane of the one-way road. The correct answer is B. The lane nearest the curb on the left side of the one-way road. When two vehicles approach an uncontrolled T intersection at right angles to each other at approximately the same time: A. The vehicle on the left must yield the right of way. B. The vehicle on the left has the right of way. C. The vehicle going straight through always has the right of way. D. Both vehicles must stop. The correct answer is A. The vehicle on the left must yield the right of way. Unless otherwise permitted, what lane must a driver be in to turn left from a one-way road? A. The lane to the right of center. B. The left lane nearest the left curb. C. The lane closest to the right curb. D. The center lane. The correct answer is B. The left lane nearest the left curb. Which statement describes the steps required to reverse in a straight line? A. Keep both hands on the steering wheel and constantly use the inside rear-view mirror for guidance. B. Place the right hand at the top of the steering wheel, look over the left shoulder and use the outside left rear-view mirror. C. Place the left hand at the top of the steering wheel and look over the right shoulder through the rear window. D. Place the left hand at the bottom of the steering wheel and use both outside mirrors. The correct answer is C. Place the left hand at the top of the steering wheel and look over the right shoulder through the rear window. An acceleration lane is A. A lane with broken line markings. B. A lane on hills, designated for faster moving vehicles. C. The left lane of a 4-lane highway, for use when passing slow-moving vehicles. D. A lane in a merge area for use by vehicles entering the highway. The correct answer is A. A lane with broken line markings. This sign indicates A. Lane ends, loss of right lane. B. Added lane, free flow. C. Curve right. D. Dual turn lane ahead. The correct answer is A. Lane ends, loss of right lane. Under the graduated driver licensing program, a learner with a Class 7 license is not permitted to drive a vehicle between the hours of A. 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. B. Midnight and 5 a.m. C. 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. D. Midnight and 7 a.m. The correct answer is B. Midnight and 5 a.m. What does a flashing yellow traffic light mean? A. The traffic light will turn green. B. Stop until the light stops flashing. C. The traffic light will turn red. D. Proceed with caution. The correct answer is C. The traffic light will turn red. Unless otherwise posted, the school zone speed limits are in effect on school days during the following hours. A. 8:30 a.m. to 1 hour after sunset. B. 8 a.m. to 9:30 a.m., 11:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m., and 3 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. C. 8:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m., 12 p.m. to 1 p.m., and 3:30 p.m. to 4 p.m. D. 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. The correct answer is B. 8 a.m. to 9:30 a.m., 11:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m., and 3 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. This sign indicates A. Playground zone. B. Pedestrian crosswalk. C. Designated school bus stop. D. School zone. The correct answer is A. Playground zone. When driving in the right lane on a highway, what should a driver do if another vehicle attempts to merge from an acceleration lane on the right? A. Stop to allow the other vehicle in. B. Accelerate to close any gap in the traffic flow. C. Move into the left lane if it is safe to do so, or be prepared to adjust speed. D. Insist that the other vehicle yield the right of way. The correct answer is C. Move into the left lane if it is safe to do so, or be prepared to adjust speed. Which direction should a vehicle's front wheels be turned when parked uphill on a two-way road with a curb? A. Parallel to the curb. B. To the left. C. To the right. D. Straight ahead. The correct answer is B. To the left. When approaching the rear of a stopped school bus that has its alternately flashing red lights activated, a driver must A. Sound the horn to alert any pedestrians and pass at a slow rate of speed. B. Stop behind the bus and wait until the alternating red lights stop flashing. C. Move to the left lane, reduce speed to 30 km per hour and pass cautiously. D. Stop behind the bus, look carefully for pedestrians and, if clear, drive past the bus slowly. The correct answer is B. Stop behind the bus and wait until the alternating red lights stop flashing. When traveling in urban areas, drivers should scan the road approximately A. 25 to 30 seconds ahead. B. 12 to 15 seconds ahead. C. 20 to 30 seconds ahead. D. 1 to 6 seconds ahead. The correct answer is B. 12 to 15 seconds ahead. This sign indicates A. T intersection. B. Traffic lane ends. C. Concealed intersection. D. Trucks entering highway ahead. The correct answer is A. T intersection.